Tonight, on Unsolved Mysteries, we're traveling back to Ireland in the summer of 1987, when a night of music and celebration turned into one of the country's most haunting cold cases. This is the tragic and unsettling story of Antoinette Angie Smith, a young mother whose disappearance after a David Bowie concert sparked a nationwide search, and whose fate still raises chilling questions decades later. On the evening of July 11th, 1987, Antoinette Smith headed into Dublin to attend a David Bowie concert with a friend. She was described as friendly, vibrant, and excited for the night out. After the show ended, the two women separated. Angie was last seen in the early hours of July 12th, near O'Connell Street, where she was believed to be catching a lift home. But she would never make it back. When Angie didn't return, her loved ones immediately knew something was wrong. She wasn't the type to disappear. Not without calling, not without a trace. But as hours turned into days, and days turned into weeks, hope slowly dissolved into fear. Despite widespread media coverage, searches, and public appeals, there was no sign of her. It was as if Angie had vanished into thin air. Then, 9 months later, a grim discovery was made. On April 3rd, 1988, heavy rains had soaked the Dublin Wicklow mountain area, causing part of a slope to collapse. As the soil slid away, it revealed something buried beneath, a makeshift grave. A dog walker noticed it first. What he saw would trigger one of the most haunting investigations in Irish history. Inside the shallow grave were human remains. They were soon identified as those of Antoinette Smith. She had been missing for almost a year. What made her death even more disturbing was the condition in which she was found. There were no visible signs of trauma, no fractures, no stab wounds, nothing obvious to reveal how she had died. But over her head were 2 plastic bags, tightly placed, suggesting suffocation. Whoever killed her had tried to ensure she wouldn't be found, burying her deep in the isolated mountains. But nature had other plans. A key potential sighting came from a dog walker who had been in that same area on the morning of July 12th, the day after Angie disappeared. He recalled passing a man who was acting strangely. When the walker said hello, the man avoided eye contact, turned his face away, and quickly moved toward the car park. There, he seemed to meet with another unidentified man before the two got into a car and drove off. To this day, neither man has ever been identified. With no witnesses, no cause of death that could be certified, and no confirmed suspects, investigators were left with a deeply unsettling mystery. Who killed Antoinette Smith? Why was she taken to the Wicklow Mountains? And what connection, if any, did the 2 unidentified men have to her final moments? Almost 4 decades later, her family is still waiting for justice, and her story remains one of Ireland's most chilling unsolved mysteries.